There are pretty close to over 300 Korean restaurants in the Chicagoland area, but I would say over 99% of them only cater towards that small population of Korean Americans. So I myself am not that great of a Korean speaker, so I get intimidated sometimes going into some of these other Korean places. And I'm Korean American, so I could see how other people that are non-Koreans could feel going into the same restaurant. So I really wanted to open something to cater towards everyone else, in the city, to try something new. What we've done here is we've westernized the menu a little bit, so we've actually separated things from appetizers, entrees, and desserts, where a typical Korean restaurant, you would actually go in and everything would come out at once and everyone would share these dishes, family style. We actually kept the flavors very traditional. We've actually contemporized the way we present the cuisine. We also changed the atmosphere from most Korean restaurants in the city. We have English-speaking servers, and we generally just want to make it a comfortable place for people to come, especially for novices that have never tried it before. It's a little less intimidating.
All right, Sheila, Jinju has not even been open a year yet. Tell us what brings you back there.
Jinju, I keep going back to Jinju. First of all, it's in Andersonville, which is a neighborhood that I live in. The food is superb. The decor is serene, yet I think sublime. It's just perfect. The service is wonderful. And everything about it just clicks for me. Every item that I've had on the menu is wonderful, and I can't leave out my favorite drinks are served there. Their version of really sort of the new cocktail or the martini. In their particular case, it's the soju-tini. Excellent. It's just, I think, one of the best new restaurants in the city.
Now tell us about one of your favorite food items on the menu.
My favorite food items, I go often with the dining companion, and we often get the beef bulgogi and there's like a sauteed squid dish. Those two items together with the OE sojutini, which is basically the soju, which I think is just very simply straight soju with cucumber shaken, served straight up, is a perfect combination. Between those two, and then we will sort of get various appetizers, but the beef, the squid, the cucumber, the vodka.
Good combo?
It's a perfect combo.
Now, Mark, you've never had Korean food before.
No, I hadn't until now. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to try other places because I like this one a lot. And I thank you for recommending it. It was great. I agree with you. The soju teenies are you can't even taste the alcohol. It's like a sweet potato vodka.
It's a sweet potato vodka that's actually a Korean drink. But the way they usually drink it with the meal is, as Sheila was saying, straight up with not too much flavoring, but they do make a lot of cocktails out of them with different fruit juices, and they all have nice names. And
yeah. I think mine was lemon lime. I don't know if that's a nice name, I guess. And it was terrific. And then we everybody, I went with my wife and two friends, and everybody really enjoyed everything about it. Just, I think, taste that I had never had before. All very spicy. And
what did you order?
Okay, I don't know what it was called.
Okay, just a description.
Yeah, it had chicken in a spicy red pepper sauce with scallions. I think everything on the menu has scallions.
Okay,
I mean, it just
sounds like the chicken bulgogi.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll believe you on that.
Okay. Sheila's the menu expert over there, so she has it all memorized.
Okay.
And I think the best part, you mentioned it, was the server. He was just, he loved the place.
Right.
You feel good when the waiter really is enthusiastic about something, and he wasn't annoying about it.
Right.
But he explained everything because none of us were really very experienced.
I think that tells a lot about a restaurant. When the staff, you can tell, loves to be there. They really believe in the food. They believe in the place. I think that really speaks highly, especially for a new place, for the staff to be so excited. It's good energy.
Yeah, the staff is extremely informative.
The appetizer is yukwae. That's sort of the Korean version of carpaccio. It's a marinated, uncooked beef.
Now, Joel, you said you had the best appetizer you ever had, and we want to hear all about it. Don't hold back.
Okay, well, first of all, like Mark, I had never had Korean food either, and not only that, but I'm sort of a timid eater, and my oldest son is very adventurous, and he was telling me that I was going to hate it, and I loved it. And And I'm very happy that you
So you had
recommended
like a really
it.
low expectation. Everyone's like warning you.
Right. Well, that helps. You're never disappointed if you have low expectations. So, but I had the Mondu, which was essentially like a pot sticker, only the texture was so much softer and the flavor was so much more unique.
Okay.
I had the braised short ribs, which were on a bed of lettuce with some sort of dressing on it, which was delicious.
Share dishes or don't share?
Well, I did taste the spicy beef, but I'll share as long as nobody uses my fork.
But what did you think of the atmosphere, Mark? Do you think it had a hip vibe, or?
You know, that's probably the one part of it that I guess I just felt it was maybe trying a little too hard. I don't know, whenever you have the exposed pipes and the exposed brick, I don't know, it just seems like, oh, look, we're a hip restaurant. I didn't think it needed that. And it was like, I mean, not to buck the trend, but it was really dark. And I felt like my grandfather trying to read the menu.
Really?
You know, I was like, am I at that point where I can't see the menu?
Because I think the space just really works, and maybe it's because, see, you're in Wicker Park, so there's so many restaurants that probably have exposed brick and have all these
been
things.
there, done
been
that.
there, done that.
Yeah.
But in Andersonville, it's almost sort of like a new thing. So it's really nice to see something a little different going, you know, from pulling something from old traditional restaurants and doing something a little bit, what feels to be a little younger. I just love the restaurant, so there's nothing that you could say that, you know.
You're not in there making a lot of noise, Sheila, so it's not so crazy.
Yeah, I'm making more noise than
After a
anyone
couple
in
of
there.
sojatinis.
Yeah, a couple of sojatinis, which you definitely should have a couple.
I
You know, one
I
before
like the
and during.
exposed brick thing in a restaurant. I think that usually when they have it, it's part of the original structure. A lot of older buildings get rehabbed, and that's sort of what's existing. And I think the brick adds like a little bit of warmth. And
I felt good there. I mean, I don't want to make it seem that I didn't feel good, but I just felt that it was unnecessary. The food spoke for itself as far as I was concerned.
But Sheila, this was your favorite place, so give us a summary of it.
My summary of it is fantastic, hip, urban, wonderful Jinju.
And Mark?
The next time, I like I said, I'll be afraid to try Korean at another place. I'll just be like, Korean? I go to Jinju.
Great, and Joel?
I would definitely go back there, and I already have recommended it to people, so thumbs up from me.
All right, well, you can find those fabulous sojatinis at Jinju at 5203 North Clark Street in Chicago, 773-334-6377. They're open for dinner Monday through Thursday from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday and Saturday to midnight, and Sunday to 10 p.m. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without the drinks is $18.